Alright, apparently Greg's here, so it's time to get started. Alright, we're back here in the Take-Two world because I got more stuff here done than what I do in my regular one, so I should have plenty of stuff here to get testing with. So, let's take a look at the changelog. And let's see what's going on in this update. Morning, Ethrin. Alright, so first things first, Greg's been playing Stellaris all summer, so we ain't got shit. That's our first message in the changelog. Note, be sure to update your Geiger counter sensor if using the % mode for controlling your thorium salt or lithium chloride reactors. I don't have one of those, so I don't have to worry about that. Some things you might have already seen 4 months ago. Yes, there's a few things in here that we've already seen 4 months ago. I'll get to those when we get there. Fixed the machine's basic and their multi-block counterparts will no longer accept fluid input from the side that they are outputting to. And that's actually something that I can't really look at here, because I don't have the multi-blocks. We'd have to go to the old server world for that. But I'm pretty sure we already checked that out and everything's fine. Yeah, that was an Eric thing with the Geiger counter. Right. So do I need to test that, Greg, or because I can jump on the server real quick and go to XAR's place. I think I'm already at XAR's place, actually. If so, remind me, because we're going to go there to look at the hydrogen cells. Morning, Tamara. So I can look at that when we get there. You can test it with a mixer or so, but I think you already tested it. Well, I've got mixers here. That's not an issue. I got plenty of mixers. Let's look at before we do anything, if it works on mixers. So fluid input is top and left, so that means that right and back is what's on for the output. So they most definitely, at least the thing says that, but we'll look at it when I get to the server just to make sure. See, Greg, it's not only me that's bugging about it. I wasn't going to say nothing about it today. The one that I was actually wondering about was the electrolyzer, because I know it has all kinds of places that you can input shit. I'll make sure. So, fluid output is left and right. Fluid input says top, front, and back. Alright, so we'll check the multi-block, make sure you can't inject anything up its ass, because that was really annoying. It's kind of nice that it finally got fixed. Would have been nice if it would have gotten fixed 2 years ago when I complained about it, but, you know. At least it got fixed. I'm not giving you shit whose complaint got it fixed. Just as long as it got fixed. I think it was actually more than 2 years ago. It was the first time I built a multi-block, and this shit was outputting oxygen and sucking the oxygen right back in the bottom of the electrolyzer. I got told that's intended. You just need to output shit right, and I had to use a hopper on a extender to pull the items out so the fluids couldn't go back. It was a convoluted mess. That was way back on the old server. And that was probably like 4 years ago, not 2 years ago. Anyways, stop bitching. We're here for testing. Change. The old supporter list update checker functionality are now removed. So GT6 is now using the internal supporter lists inside the jar always. The lists themselves are still on the server for older versions to download them. This also means that the GT6 update notification you might have gotten is the last one you will ever receive. I don't remember ever getting it, but I'm always testing, so I probably have the same thing. I think you confuse multiple different issues. Output, allowing input. How is that a different thing? I remember the exact thing. I was setting up the multi-block electrolyzer, electrolyzing something that was outputting oxygen, and it was taking it right back in because I just had a pipe there. And you said it was intended that you could inject oxygen, inject something through the input, in through the output that I needed to use an extender. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's fixed now, that's all that matters. Okay, so now we get to stuff that... This one I actually had in my update, in my thing, but I never went over it. I definitely want to take a look at this. So crucibles now have their thermal mass in the tooltip rather than being part of F3H. So before, which the numbers are weird, because if you look at stone, it says the thermal mass is 777.77777 69, 99, whatever. But if you look at the weight, which is what I was always going by for the thermal mass, it still says that that one crucible's weight is 6,999 kilograms. Stone does not weigh that fucking much, Greg. What the hell? That notification will show up when I release after this stream. Okay. So basalt, that one never had a melting, boiling weight thing, which is why we actually have the thermal mass thing. So you can now see that the thermal mass of stone is higher than what basalt is. I always thought basalt was more dense than what you would consider generic stone. Why am I doing the the finger thing? Stop it. Granite is 656, which is actually less than basalt. Red granite, exactly the same as black granite. Nether brick is the same generic 777 that stone is. Ceramic 636, which is exactly the same as its weight in the F3H thing at the bottom. Uberstone quartz is 604 because it's actually the lightest crucible as far as I think carbon's actually lighter thermal weight wise, but as far as the early crucible that you can use. Quartz is actually better than ceramic. The reason why I never use it is because it's 18 degrees lower stored heat than what ceramic is. But quartz is actually better, at least for thermal heat wise, so how much heat it takes to heat the crucible itself, quartz is better. Carbon 1763. Wow, carbon's actually more than that. I thought carbon was would have been lighter. Huh. And then bronze 6,643. Invar. IgG. Basalt swims on water. Generic stone doesn't. Wait a minute. Basalt is able to swim? I didn't know. I think you mean float, Greg. But okay, I can understand that. Okay, that one's... Steel is actually less than Invar? Huh, I didn't know that. I've never actually paid attention because I don't use them because they're like 10 times more thermal mass than ceramic, so I never use those two. 613. Meteoric is 624. Alright, so just making sure now that... What's that one? Octin is apparently just a generic number as well. Titanium, chromium, molybdenum, niobium, tantalum, osmium, iridium. Yeah, it looks like they've all got it. And they all look reasonable. What the fuck is thermal mass? A new update feature. Well, we are testing the new update, but it's not really an update feature. It's something we've already had. It's just a new thing that actually shows in the tooltip. It's always been a thing that the crucible has a thermal mass. We always just went by the contains materials and the weight at the end, which you'll notice for most of them, like the one I'm looking at here, the thermal mass is exactly the same as the total weight of the thing. And when you're heating something up, the mass of the crucible also has to heat along with the material that is inside of it. So the lower thermal mass that the crucible has, the less overall heat it's going to take to heat it. So if you can use, I've had this argument with like 1 million people because they all want to upgrade their crucibles from ceramic to steel, and I keep trying to tell them no, it's like 10 times worse on thermal heating, so you have to use more HU to heat it up, but it loses more heat when you put another item in because it retains that heat because of how high its thermal mass is. But overall, it is still going to take more heat units to heat it up back up to where it was than what you lost when you put the new item in. Ceramic is, other than quartz, the most efficient on taking heat. In your opinion, it's obvious. Well, for most people, it's not. Most people do not take in account that the crucible is going to take heat. It's only the items inside of it that are going to take heat for most people. And then, you know, the fact that you can take like a steel crucible, heat it up to 25K, 25 100K, drop in a thing of iron and it only goes down by like 10 degrees, but you do it in a ceramic one and it drops down by like 100 degrees. In most people's heads, that works out to, oh, well, I'm only losing 90 degrees versus, 100. So it's better to use steel, even though it takes longer to get to that initial heat in the first place, and then it's going to take longer to get that extra back up as well versus what it's going to take for ceramic. Anyways, so that all looks like the tooltip looks well. I still wish Greg would fix the fact that that one is so off with the actual weight. But as long as the thermal mass is there, I don't give a shit. Okay, the next thing we got to do is get Greg to fix the fact that you can use any crossing on any crucible and it not burn the hell up. Because the fact that I actually could use a ceramic crucible on a THC or a ceramic crossing with a THC crucible pouring tungsten is bad. Or just make one crossing rather than a million of them, since they don't matter. But next testing, the way that looting enchant stacks with butcher knives. Now this is one that I definitely want to look up. This one I don't actually have to make anything, I just need to look at stats. So the main one that I need to check is, let's see, so this has no looting on it to start with, so it's looting 2. So then an Ephron one should be looting 3, correct? And see, this one has no looting, and it's looting 3. So because it's a higher level, it's getting an extra looting just because it's a level 4 material. So what about Iridium has none. It's level 3. Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm confused, Greg. Osmium has no looting. It's level 4, quality 4. But it has looting 3, but Iridium is quality 4. And it only gets looting looting 3. Fuck, what the hell am I thinking? Yeah. So better quality is going to give you better looting. But then if we find Ephron, which is a pain in the ass to find through all this stuff, ignore some of my stupidity today. I just woke up and I've only had an hour and a half sleep. Okay, that's Silk Touch. That isn't going to matter. A Magic Plate? Don't want to know. That has Fortune 4. And because it has Fortune 4, looting 4, same damn thing, it goes to looting 5. So that is the +1 modifier that you said. So that part's definitely working. I don't know what some of these materials are. Ambrosium? There's an Ambrosium? The hell mod adds that crap? I guess I could just look. Between Lands is that one. Aether is that one. Oh, that's an Aether thing. I remember that crap. Now, I'm guessing that any tool that's already been made is not going to be changed, so the one I have in my in Surviving 3 is still going to be what it was when I made it, but if I made a new one, it would be different. Jade has looting 3, so if you make a Jade one, it's going to be looting 4. That is perfect. Still trying to see if I can figure out where Efren is in this shit. Pre-existing tools might get changed. Yeah. Okay. I can actually check that, but I didn't think that they'd actually get changed. Usually with tools it doesn't, but I'll oh shit, that one hurt. Sorry about that. I was a little short on the button. And whoever played a sound effect, I can't tell right now. My screen's taken up with GregTech changelog. But I'm sure it was Efren. Fuck you, there's no creepers in my base. Oh, okay. This is taking way too long. Let's do it this way. It'll just be easier. So, Efren plate, which has looting 2. And if we go to the butcher knife, it now has looting 3, which is what I was expecting when I made it a while back. So beautiful. Wasn't you this time. I'm amazed. Alright, so I'm going to go check the Season 3 world when we get done with what we're testing here. When we change over to go do the checking stuff on the server, so I'll try to remember that. So let me read what it actually says in the changelog, which is the way that looting enchantments stack with butcher knives and the likes is now always beneficial. Whatever the higher level of the two options is, +1. This applies to all tools that have a built-in enchantment level. And the next thing is branch cutters and scissors should now harvest vines as is. And do I have branch cutter? That's a good question. I don't think I have branch cutters in this. I've got scissors because they're on my pocket tool. Where's my pocket tool? It's been a while since I've been here, but I know I have one. What the hell did I do with it? Why do I keep losing my crap? There it is. Pocket tool. And it's even set on scissors. Alright. Let's see. What do we got around here? Bronze. Bronze will work. Alright. Let's make a set of branch cutters, which is 2 rods and a couple screws. Or 2 rods and a screw. So we've got our 4 plates. Do I have any bronze screws over here? I do. Alright, there's the screw. And do we have any... I actually don't have any bronze rods, really. Alright, well, we can fix that. Quick and painlessly. Ingot. plate, ring. Why do I have 2 plate ones? Wire, long rod. Put in there. You can't turn a rod. Oh, it's only a quarter. That would be the problem. There we go. And do cut this down. Thank you very much. And I think that was actually a file and a screwdriver. Yes, it was. All right. Dump off a bunch of crap. Keep the cookie. Must have cookie. All right. Dump off a bunch of crap and let's go find some vines and see how they work. Now, where in the hell do I have a swamp at in this world? Or a jungle, but jungles are even harder to find than swamps are. I'm looking for green water somewhere. I really not have a swamp around here. Am I really going to have to cheat this? How the hell did I never find a swamp in this world? I swear I had found one. Yeah, wasn't there one up around? Ain't this where the, yeah, right there's the fort. There should be a swamp somewhere out in this area. But I don't see any green water anywhere. That looks swampy right there. But there's no green water. Alright, so I think we definitely have one up there. That one there looks... Maybe the green water doesn't show up on the map. But I do believe that's a swamp up there. Is that the only one we got? It's a pretty long distance for us to walk. And no, Greg, I can't cheat and teleport there. Cheats aren't turned on in this world. Well, I could turn them on. Yeah, I don't see any closer to my area, though. I don't see any... Well, actually... No, that is my area. That is my willow trees. I don't see any willow trees anywhere on the map. Now, those aren't willows. Those aren't willows. Yeah, I don't see any closer to where I am than all the way up there. Alright, let's do this. A long way to walk just to test some vines. Let's do 70. And where the hell did that damn thing get put? We're gonna be way the hell out here. Blink. Don't die from fall damage. Thank you. Okay, so it only gives you the one you click on, but it does work. which I think is how they normally work, right? I don't collect shears normally, so 6, 7, 10, 11, and it looks like they're auto collecting in my inventory. I don't have to pick them up. So, yeah, I would say that works. Now, do we have a way to get home? Do we have a home marker? Nickel, black sand, sheltonite. Shut up, cow. I should have checked to see if we had a home marker. I don't think I have a home marker. This should be somewhat close. Ouch. Oh, hey, I know where we're at. Fucking Greg. I can walk home from here. Ignore the water feature. I decided to put in a pool. It was completely intended. I did not accidentally flood this place for the 10th, 11th, 400th time. So not draining it again either. I refuse to drain that place again. Flood, my name is Bear. Shut up, Bethard. Not funny. Me and that ocean water right there just did not get along. I'm wondering if I actually got my willows from way up there. I don't remember that long ago to remember if that's where I got them, but I got them somewhere up there. Somewhere. Alright. Home again. Now we'll take a shortcut through the building. Okay. So, next thing we have on the list, size with the auto collect modifier, magnetic material, should now properly right click harvest IC2 and Pam's crops. Alright, well, that would mean we should be able to use magnetic iron for that, but it's going to be easier for me to make it if I just polarize some stuff. So it's 2 plates and an ingot, and that makes the blade. And I've actually never done this before, but can I magnetize it after? I really don't have any steel ingots around here. Wait a minute, there was iron in there. There's iron ingots. Are there iron plates? Yes, there's iron plates. Perfect. I don't have to mess with the extruders, so let's put that away. And if we do this, and what tools was that? Regular file and hammer, yes. As with everything, give me the hammer. Okay, there's our blade. Let's run it through the polarizer. There we go. Now we just got to wait on it to polarize it, which, holy crap. I'm amazed it's that long to do this. Alright, so there's our magnetized blade. Now we just need a stick. Wait a minute. If we need a little stick, does that mean I have to fall down? Stop remembering things. You know that doesn't work. You are quite right. Now, what was it you said earlier? I missed what I half read what you said earlier, Greg. Yes, float in German. We do use swim, and that leads to funny translations in video games where floating is translated to swimming. Okay. I half read the beginning of that, never got to the end of it. Okay. So first off, does it work with the mushroom? Ed auto collected it, and it actually did a 3x3. Does it work on bushes? It doesn't auto collect the whole bush. Well, it'll collect the bush if I do that. It's not what I meant to do. Oh, Greg, while we're talking about bushes, have you heard about our sponsor Manscaped? No, that's not the bush we're talking about today, damn it. That was a stupid joke. Why can we not turn a berry bush into plant matter? There's butt tons of extra bushes. There's no way to duplicate bushes. We can turn saplings into plant matter in the shredder. Why can we not turn berry bushes into plant matter? And I guess I better say this, so I do too, Greg. I do too. And I guess for YouTube's sake, no, this is not sponsored by Manscaped. Shut the fuck up. That was a terrible joke. I thought it was funny. Hey, look at that. It worked. Although these carrot crops suck. I only got 5 carrots out of 6 things. And these are regular vanilla. Yeah, that's a little weird, Greg. For fuck's sake. I thought it was funny. But, Greg. What the fuck, man? If I right-click one of these normally,
he knew. He fucked up.
It's got the PAMS thing, so they stay planted. Do I have any regular peanut crop? Okay, that's a PAM thing. Yeah. So, same thing. You just took all my crops. Also, what the fuck is up with this corner? Why is that not... Oh, because we don't have a... Because there's not a down thing here. That one didn't go. That sucks. Oh, what the heck me? I didn't do it. You did it. You're the one that codes this shit. Yeah, it does it with my mushrooms, too. Fix your shit. Let's go drop the food off. Does it work on these? You can't right-click harvest them. It does auto-collect them. You can't. Why can't we right-click harvest nether wart? That sucks. Why does it break with your Pams but not with my Pams? I don't fucking know. I didn't do it. Ask Pam why you can't harvest it. Alright. So you did that to Peanuts. I'm going to check that. I did it to Peanuts and I did it to Vanilla potatoes and mushrooms, white mushrooms on logs. That's what I tested. Alright, so while he's looking at that, hi error. Let's see what we have next. Oh, power cell. Okay, well this is a good time since he needs to go and check on something. Let's get out of this world. And let's go to season 3 so I can check my butcher knife and make sure, see if it actually changed or if I'll have to make a new one to get to looting 3 on it. And then we will go to the server where I actually have the power cells and the anatronic fusion reactor thing. And if you want, when we go to the server, we've got butt tons of Pam stuff harvested or planted over there because crazy. Hey, it did actually go to looting 3. It's not only looting 2. I do believe that was looting 2 before. And the other one that I was wanting to check was Ironwood. So let's take a look at it real quick now that I'm remembering. Because it was only Fortune 1. But because it's a quality 2 tool, I thought it was supposed to be looting 2. And because it had looting 1, it should have went to looting 3. Which it now does. It didn't before. Okay. So that's what I wanted to see. Which kind of sucks that Ironwood being less looting than Ephron is going to have the same looting on it. Because it gets level 2 plus 1. But it does make that a viable thing to use rather than Ephron. But, okay. Change world again. Hold on. Off to the server. Now, the server has not been updated, so we can't look at anything really new, but he's got pigment. Holy fuck does he have pigment. Damn, has he started a convention up there? Okay, so these are the fusion reactor cells. I'm supposed to take these to my base, which I haven't been back on here. Somewhere around here should be the hydrogen ones. Yeah, these are the fusion reactors. Where did he put all the hydrogen ones? He had a bunch of them when we tested. What the hell are you doing down here? Ain't you supposed to be upstairs with the rest of the clowns in the convention? And his ass is asleep at this time. I can throw one together real quick. But he used to have a bunch of them sitting right back here with all these portable fusion reactors. Let's go see if we did testing right here when we tested them. Because we don't actually need to test them. We've already done that. They work great. I don't know what he did with the freaking hydrogen ones. Power cell hydrogen. Takes 200 hydrogen in an empty power cell. Empty power cell, which now is a stick rather than a button. That's what I always thought the other ones looked like. So it needs aluminum, platinum, plastic, and okay. So rather than make one, since we don't need to test it, I just want to look at the model. Let's go back to, do you want me to test that? Oh, I can't test it here on the server. Forgot, I haven't updated the server. So let's go back to take 2, and I'll just spawn one of those things in and we'll take a look at it. Because the model changed. It used to look like the portable fusion reactor. Which, by the way, if you want to see the testing for that, go check out the video where we tested it. Let me read it here. So, added power cell, which can be filled with hydrogen to directly produce electric power in a battery box of up to HV tier, which we did test. You can put one in an LV, or you can put one in an MV or HV, and it will output whatever the power is for that level. So it goes from 1 EU a tick to 512 EU a tick. It's the most efficient way to turn 200,000 liters of hydrogen into 3,200,000 EU, even if a little bit cumbersome, because you do have to have the canning machine with hydrogen in it. I really wish they existed in this world, so I didn't have to do the weird stuff I did in here to burn my hydrogen. Why did I just leave the... Stop being stupid. And then the other thing that we were just talking about was the portable aneutronic fusion reactor, which acts like a power cell of sorts and can output anything from 1 to 8,192 EU a tick in a regular batter box. So it can go in EV. Wait a minute, 8,000. Is that the top of EV? Can never remember. I remember all the low ones. I can't remember the high ones. Especially when Greg messes with the numbers and makes them weird. EV is 4,000, so 8,000 would be mid-range IV. So you should be able to put the portable fusion reactor ones into anything up to IV if it can output 8K. You have to fill it with 200,000 liters of helium-3 to get 1,024,000,000 EU total from it. It can only be made after you get vibranium from a regular fusion reactor. So, portable. Wait a minute. Why is it not showing up under portable? Fusion. There it is. Oh, it doesn't actually say portable in its name. That's why. I think it needs to have a little bit better of a tooltip, like the fact that it should say LV to IV in the tooltip of it. I think Greg was a little lazy on the tooltip, but there it is, and there's filling it, and it takes tiny crystalline vibranium plates. Also takes a IV compact force field emitter, which means you need another star for each one you're going to make. And the big osmium stuff, graphene foil. So, very expensive to make them. Alright, so the power cell, that is this, which has the same lack of tooltip. It says exactly what the rate is, but if you're somebody that hasn't read the changelog, or somebody that's just playing the game, and if I was to look at this and it says size 512, I would instinctually say, okay, so I need an HV battery box to put this in, because it doesn't say the 1 to 512 or 16 to 512. It says 512. So to me, that would say this has to go in an HV battery box. So some tooltip in there that just says can be used in LV to HV, or for the other one, LV to IV, would be more helpful, in my opinion. Alright, so let's get into cheaty mode again. I hate being in cheaty mode. And then I need one of these. So that means I also have to do this. Make it so hard to cheat in this world because I hate doing it. Okay, can I have one of these, please? You're not going to give me one. Because I still have to do... It says cheat mode. Why is this not giving me one? Give me one of these. I don't know how to use cheat mode. See how little I use this crap? I don't even know how it works. Cycle between recipe, utility. Oh, I wasn't in cheat mode. There, now I can have one. And damn is it bright. And there is the unfilled one. So that's what it looks like when it has nothing in it. That's what it looks like when it is full of hydrogen and ready to run. And if it doesn't have hydrogen, it doesn't light up. Alright, so I like the new texture change or new model change. Looks nice. Alright, that's enough of this cheating shit. Get that back out of there. Oh wait, it's supposed to say up to 512. It's 1 to 512. Well, guess what? Now, if it said 1 to, fine. You can go with that. And if it's 1, that means we should actually be able to put it in an LV, ULV as well, right? Alright, so next thing is something that I absolutely hate that Greg did, but we're testing it anyways. There is now a higher tier solar panel, which I still completely disagree with the material he uses for it. We have better material. We should be able to use it. We have the elements. He just needs to make the material because I don't think we actually have the Yeah, we only have arsenic. We need the arsenic, whatever the hell it is. Arsenic indium or something like that. It would actually give us a use for arsenic. There's another one too that could have been used for this. That's actually used IRL for solar panels. But anyways, Greg added a basically tier 2 solar panel that puts out 16 EU a tick instead of 8 EU a tick like a normal solar panel, which takes a aluminum machine casing, copper cables. Wait a minute, that actually takes annealed copper cables? Did you intend that? That it doesn't take regular copper cables, it has to be annealed? And then T6 circuits and germanium plates. Yeah, it's higher tier, so premium. Okay, but it's still copper. If you want to be premium, make it take platinum wires or something. Alright. Let's grab one of these bad boys. If you want to be premium, make it take something other than germanium. Still can't believe you use germanium. Those things are so cheap to get a hold of. And wait a minute, were you... Oh, it has an aluminum base. Okay. So it does look different than the regular solar panel, which is this one, which is silicon, which is easy, which is... I still hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. This needs to take something other than germanium. I hate it. But let's go stick it on a thing. We need a bat box that has room in it. I have a bat box that has room in it. Should be downstairs. Let's see if one of them down there has room in it. Where is my... There we go. Yeah, that's HV. That's a transformer. That's an MV. And they do have room in them, but I'd have to have an LV transformer. This puts out 16 EU. So I'd actually need a ULV transformer as well. Alright, let's just get a ULV battery box. ULV battery box. We only want one. And then a ULV lead battery will be fine. Yeah, I looked at the needed circuits. It takes T6. It's not that hard to get. Alright. So, we stick that in there. There's nothing above it. And the battery box is charging. So, it's working. Let's go get a... Well, we're cheating today. So, screw it. Cable. If Greg would have given me more than a few hours of notification that he wanted to do this today, I would have actually crafted all this crap. Where's the lead? Or no, wait a minute. We don't have... Yeah, tin will work. One of those, and then a sensor, thermo, item, fluid, light, medium, heavy, super, TPS, progress, Greg, electro. That's what I want. Yeah, platinum's easy to get. Okay, so that's what I thought. This won't tell you what it's doing on there. We actually need this. If you actually wanted to make it, premium, you would make it take something like the arsenic, gallium, whatever the hell that other one is. And there you go. 15 EU a tick until the battery got full. No, battery's not full. Now, why is it not saying it's transferring now? Is all the power in the battery already? Damn, I'm having a rough time this morning. Oh, I need to get a drink. Give me a bigger ULV battery. Oh, that one's got something in it. There we go. Take that out of there. Put that back in there. Now, it's charging the battery. Why is the meter not saying it's transferring? It definitely should be transferring right now. So let the battery buffer go down, but it definitely should have been transferring. I need to send short notices to Bear more often. The cheating is really speeding things up. Yeah. Hush it, you. I hate cheating and you know it. If we were in this world and I'm still streaming in this world, we wouldn't be doing it. Okay, so it's only sending it until the buffer gets full. I think that has to do with Greg's delay of how often it sends power. Which is kind of annoying. Because it's not sending it in... what are the... Okay, so it's a maximum of 16. It's still annoying that it's not showing anything coming in, and it has to be sending something in. But the solar panel is working, which is what we're here to test. So, still complaining that it's way too cheap. It should definitely be more expensive. It should take a rarer material for the plates, not germanium. Whatever you complain about is the battery box itself and not the solar or the wire. Right. What I'm complaining about is actually it's the sensor I'm complaining about. The sensor is not getting an update that we're getting power through. The solar panel is working fine. You're right. What I'm here to test is proper. Okay. Next is the Dilithium can now be used to make molten ender. Also added a way to process dolomite dust should you have made the mistake of turning your crushed ore into that. The battery box was full. Correct, but it was still flowing because the battery was filling. So the buffer in the battery box had to be losing power. So the solar panel had to be refilling it with power. So it most definitely should have been transferring from the solar panel through the wire into the battery box if the battery is charging, because the buffer, the internal buffer, should be going down. Except you only do the thing every once in a while, so that's probably why. But it still should have been showing that it was charging, because the light on the battery box was always full, which meant that the buffer was full. Because if I remember correctly, that's what that light means. I never can remember those lights. I do believe if it's off, it's not filling. If it's blinking, it's currently filling. And if it's on solid, it's completely full. And like I said, I never do remember those lights exactly. So I could be wrong with that. Okay, so got through that. We're looking at the lithium, which is really hard to get. But apparently, oh, damn it, I'm still in cheat mode. We can now apparently turn that into molten ender pearls in a matter fabricator. It just goes straight from the lithium to molten ender pearls. Huh. Okay. Another way of doing it, and you get 1 ingot's worth, 144 liters, from a 1/72nd. So every 1/72nd is an ingot's worth. So a full dust gives you 103,680 liters of molten ender. So that's 720 units of ender pearl from one dust. I know the lithium is a bit hard to get your hands on, but holy shit. I don't even remember how to get the lithium, to tell you the truth. I think it is from that dolomite stuff. I think it comes in the same vein. Let's see. So bedrock ore, Mars ore, plane. That's not in the overworld, though. I don't know what that plan is. That's not planes. So Mars or asteroid, whatever that plan thing is again, is duranium whatever the hell that word is, which also has duranium hexafluoride and hexachloride. Alright, so you have hex iodide, fluoride, chloride, and then the dolomide. And then that you crush and will give you a tiny pile of the lithium dust. when you wash it, or a chance of. And then you have the geranium trioxide, geranium hexafluoride, hexabromide, and then the regular dolomide. And if you shred it, oxinator, unboxinator, macerator. So, now, what was it that you said about the dolomide? Should you have also added a way to process dolomide dust? So dolomide dust, if you have it, you can turn 2 of those into a dilithium crystal in a nanoscale fabricator. You said something about the crushed one, though, if you made the mistake of processing it, but I don't see any other way up here to process it. Purified in a lightning processor would give you refined, but there's nothing. It's just going from purified to refined. There's no byproduct off of that. If you centrifuge it, you get another 10% chance at straight dilithium. And I really don't understand the lightning processing. Why would you do the lightning processing that has no input and no byproduct output, rather than just doing this, which actually gives you extra dilithium? This is way cheaper because it's only 200. It's only 2304 RU, can be done in a 16, a bronze one, or you have to lightning process it, which takes 1,179,000. Is there a byproduct missing here, Greg? Because this seems very strange. What is the intent of this? Isn't the dust to gem recipe for people who made a mistake? Well, that's what you said, but this is purified dolomite ore to refined dolomite ore in a lightning processor with no byproducts. I don't know what else you're supposed to do with this ore. I've looked at the ore. And the only thing to do to the ore itself is to crush it. And then the only thing to do with the crushed ore is to wash it, which gives you a 3% chance at your dilithium. But then the purified, you have the choice of centrifuging it really cheaply, like a normal ore, and getting another 10% chance of getting dilithium dust. Or this lightning processing thing, which is expensive as hell and has to be done in an HV lightning processor, and it gives you nothing. I don't know what reason there is for this recipe to exist. Who would ever waste the chance of getting the dilithium by doing this? What product should that lightning processor give? I don't know, Greg. I'm just asking why you added this in here. I don't understand. I could understand it if this was in here, but this one in the centrifuge wasn't. And the only way to process it further was to lightning process it rather than centrifuge it. My question is, why do they both exist? And this one is more expensive, but gives you nothing in return, when this one's cheaper and does. And the refined stuff, can't it be used for another recipe? The refined stuff can go in here to be turned into a dilithium crystal. 2 of them. But, again, we get the refined from the centrifuge. So why would we ever do the lightning process to get it to the refined if we could just throw it in a centrifuge and still get refined? I think he might have finally gotten my complaint here. Now, yes, having the shredder recipe is where the mistake would come in, because you shouldn't turn it into dust. Nerf incoming. You should never turn it into dust, because then, if you turn it into dust, you have to do this. Which, that is 1 million, and it takes 2 dusts to make 1 gem. Where if you do the refined one, it is way less power, like 1/10 of the power, or more than that. I think it's 10 times more power, and you only get 1 crystal worth versus 2. So yeah, you never want to shred that shit. You definitely want to do it when it's refined. Now we just got to get Greg to understand that lightning processor and centrifuge should not be a thing. Holy crap, so if you go to Mars and just get Dash, which isn't that like easy to get on Mars? I don't go to Galacticraft stuff, but isn't it easy to get Dash? Doesn't it drop like the meteorites? Because you can actually get the refined dolomite from Dash. How do you get Dash in Galacticraft? Dash. Dash. Stone Dash. I'm looking. Holy crap, that's so black. Let's look down here at the ground. It's still kind of black. But isn't there like a Dash meteorite thing? Again, I have no idea. Block of Dash. There's Dash ore from Galacticraft. Okay. So maybe it's actually an ore up there. I really need to mess around with Galacticraft more often. But I just found it kind of weird. You could actually get the refined dolomite stuff right out of the Dash. Yes, Dash is Mars only, which I understand that. I was just thinking giving you the refined stuff was a little strange from something that was more abundant and easier to get a hold of. Why are you not processing? You're full, and you're full of... okay, stop wasting the power that I don't care, because I'm not actually using it anymore. Just turn this shit off. Okay, so that's the dilithium ender stuff. He fixed some small errors in the reactor guidebook. I am so not trying to proofread that guidebook. The Geiger counter sensor now takes coolant into account for percent mode and not just use the base maximum of the fuel rods. That's why we had the note earlier for making sure that you updated your Geiger count sensor. And he fixed log spam when having certain GT6 crafting recipes in forestry tables, which is awesome because those forestry work tables are laggy as crap. I never use the damn things. And we have two more things we need to check. One is that Greg fixed the daylight sensor. Where's the... Oh, it's this one. So we can now use any quartz for the daylight sensor. What the hell is this? Why is there an AE2 shape crafting that's also going through the same Ordic stuff, but only looks like it works off of nether quartz? Ignore that stupid shit. Look at this one. So you can use milky quartz, red quartz, void quartz, Sardis quartz, smoky quartz, all that quartz to make daylight sensors now, which is awesome. And Greg also uses glass panes instead of glass, so it's cheaper there as well. AE has weird quartzes too. Yeah, I just thought it was weird that they added, instead of added the pure nether quartz to the Ordic for, because this regular vanilla recipe doesn't use Ordic, it is nether quartz only because that's all that vanilla has is nether quartz. Okay, so now I understand why they added their own that would take any of the three. Okay, never mind. So ignore that stupid AE shit. Use Greg's recipe. You can use any quartz. You don't have to go to the nether to have a simple daylight sensor. And then the last thing is we can apparently use seafoam on wooden pipes and they won't burn. How do you make seafoam? So let me read what it actually says. The daylight detector recipe, which is a sensor, not a detector if I remember correctly, did not accept any type of quartz. And, one of the cookie recipes didn't work in the slicer. So one of the doughs apparently didn't work in a... Wait a minute. This will be making that. So the slicer for that one works. The raisin cookie has a slicer one. The chocolate raisin... Oh, God, Junior would kill you. Chocolate raisin dough? Man, Junior would kill you. Sugary chocolate raisins. Raisin or molten chocolate. Oh, Junior would kill you. Do not let Greg know about that. Abyssal oatmeal from Netherlicious and elderberry juice makes abyssal dough. Uh-huh. Greg needs to get a hold of the peanut butter cookie recipe from Pam's and add peanut butter cookies. Peanut butter cookies are awesome. A chaos cookie? Purple dyed chocolate bar and oatmeal gives you a chaos cookie. Uh-huh. If you say so. And then the other thing is sea-foamed pipes and wires are no longer flammable. And you do not need to wait for the foam to dry to get this effect. How about a realistic curry recipe that would send Bear into a circle? I'm not eating curry. From what I heard, that shit makes flames shoot out your asshole. And I don't need flames shooting out my asshole. That shit is evil from what I hear. No, thank you. Alright, so seafoam. That's the fresh seafoam. How do we actually get the... That's the red dye and air. This is what I need. Seafoam. So water, clay powder, quartz dust, so silicon dioxide, and stone dust in a mixer. So we need some kind of clay, some kind of silicon dioxide, and some kind of stone in a mixer. I have a mixer that's not doing anything. Mixer. Not doing anything. Is it hooked up to anything? Not hooked up to anything. But we can fix that. We can build it. Get me the hell out of this basement. Alright, so we needed some kind of silicon dioxide. So we're just going to use, what do we want to use? Milky quartz, that'll work. Throw that in there. And it needs some kind of stone dust, which is different from gold dust. Let's try diorite. Well, actually, no. Let's try green schist, because that should make it green in color. And why not? And then, what the fuck did I say the other thing wasn't needed? Silicon, stone dust, clay powder. We need clay powder. Where in the hell do I keep clay at in this place? Do I have clay over me? Should have clay here somewhere. No, I'm saving all the yelling for you, Dan. Give me just a little while. I'll think of something to yell at you about. I would have to look out for more yelling. He's not wrong. I turned the shredder off. Let's just mortar this shit. Should still have a hand mortar over here. There it is. Shit, I'm gonna die. Don't die. Oh, wait a minute. Etherin fixed that. I'm not gonna instantly die anymore. Because he's a jackass. No craponite dust. Hey. Fight his butt. Get him. Sick him. Oh, he's got... Stop hurting the dog. He must have thorns on that shit. Hurt my damn dog, I'll beat your ass. Alright. That in there. That'll make the sea foam. So now we need to hook this up I really not have any fluid pipes on me. Did I throw them in the box? I threw a lot of stuff in the box. I don't see any fluid pipes. Rubber fluid pipes. There we go. Alright, and we should be able to just connect here. Bing bonk. You know work. Why you know work? Work! Hold on. That should definitely have fuel in it. Right? Yeah. Has fuel in it. Has fuel in it. Input kerosene. Oh, it has a thing on it. What am I missing? Oh, it needs water, doesn't it? Mother. Oh, not the tank. Advanced seafoam. Kiss my ass. Regular seafoam. Chemical dye and construction foam. That's what we're trying to make. Yes, we need water in here to get construction foam. Okay. So, water line. If I was a water line, where would I be? Yeah, that's hydrogen. This was a kind of water, but wrong one. That one's empty. This is why I'm coloring them in my new world. Because trying to find one that actually has water when they're all the same is a pain in the ass. You know what? How about you just kiss my ass? And we'll use a drum. That's sulfuric acid? Why is that sulfuric acid? It's not sulfuric acid. Oh, the one I had in my inventory was sulfuric acid. Go away. Okay, you go there. You get some water up in your butt. There we go. We has water. Now take that and put it on the top. And we'll fill vertically. Hello? That's output. That's input. Why does it say it has no water? Where the fuck did the water go? The water's in the one that's not fucking empty, dumbass. So painfully dumb. Shut up, all of you. I don't want to hear it out of none of you. There we go. Lime seafoam. Now we need to get that into a canning machine with a spray aerator. We need a spray can. Did you know seafoam spray, full and used? I don't know why it says full and used on there. Can place black seafoam. Can place. No, that one's used. It cannot place black seafoam. Black, fresh, and seafoam. So that's your did you know that. Okay. So where is the... So I need to make one of these. So redstone and a curved tin plate. And let's take this, put it on the back of there. So we now have our lime seafoam in it. Now we need tin plate. This week isn't your week. No week is my week if you ever go by the fact that I'm fucking shit up. I always fuck shit up. It's what I do. It's what makes me charming. That's what I'm going with. Shut up. It's part of my charm that I can fuck up a wet dream. Done. Light. That. Give me this. Stick it in, not the wire mill. Roll vendor, thank you. Roll that beautiful bean footage. And actually, Greg, I was just thinking about it. Manscaped commercials are fucking annoying. I will grant you that. But I don't know if they're my least favorite, because that new one with the chick horse thing and some kind that's trying to sell some kind of deodorant, that one is really annoying. And so is that stupid dude trying to sell Sasquatch soap that's like Star Wars flavored or whatever the fuck. Those are really annoying too. So I need a file and a saw. So Manscapes are bad. But I would have to say, as far as annoying, those other two are way more annoying. Dan, we don't need to know. We seriously don't need to know. There's no reason why we need that information in our head. Thank you very much. Why did I open my mouth and say something so dumb is going to get Dan to say something like that? Hello, give me that back. Hello. Thank you. I need the... Yeah, there it is. Alright, so that needs to go there. But I got to get the butane out of it first. So give me that. And... Where did I put my... Curious. Always keep them by the front door. Ah, there you are. That's what I need. Raid Shadow Legends, not annoying. Stupid, not annoying. Okay, Seafoam's in there. Put in the canning thing. You have power, why you no can? How much do you need to fill a can? Canning machine. Oh, holy shitballs. Okay, hold on. Be right with you. What channel are you watching, Bear? Jeez, I didn't hear of those two ads. I see them all the fucking time on random different videos. I can't believe you haven't seen the one for the Sasquatch soap. That thing is all over the place. Some dude trying to tell you that, what is it? Most body wash is supposedly detergent or some shit. It's like, dude, if you actually talk to a real man that's used to washing with lava soap, you really wouldn't give a shit if it was detergent. I've washed with way worse shit than that, so I don't know what the fuck his issue is. As long as it washes my filthy ass, I don't give a shit. And that new one, oh my god, that freaking one with the chick that thinks she's a horse. I can't remember what those are called. What's it called when a person is half horse, half human? Oh, is it normal ads or actually sponsorships? Because I block all of them. Oh yeah, they're just normal ads, not sponsorships. Centaur, yeah, she's a centaur chick, and there's 3 people walking in the woods, and one guy's, my patchouli stopped working. Shut the hell up. Try going native. Bitch, shut the hell up. Oh, that is such a stupid fucking ad. And no, the actual sponsorship thing I normally see is for that VPN. They're constantly trying to sell that VPN shit as sponsors. I actually had the ability, believe it or not, to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. It was part of Stream Elements. I asked Junior, I was like, so, Junior, you want to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend? He's like, fuck you. You sign up for that shit, I'm kicking your ass. I'll take that as a no. Thanks. You could have just said no. I'd rather not. I really don't have enough green shit to do this. Oh, there's more in there. Okay. I was going to say, holy crap.
No, no, no.
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 Hell no.
Hell no. Yeah, see, that would have been plenty, but no. They threatened to beat my ass for thinking of it. I understand. Shadow of Legends is annoying, but I'm an old, frail man. You can't be threatening to beat my ass. It's just rude. Although, granted, he does threaten to beat my ass a lot of times for a lot of shit. I about beat his ass last night. Motherfucker came in here while I was trying to finish the Captains of Industry stream and set a bag on my chest. I'm thinking, ooh, he's brought me McDonald's. Awesome. So I, just kind of wave him off, mute my mic for a second, ask him to bring me a little bit, and next thing I know, I have a taco laying on my chest. So why in the fuck is there a taco laying on my chest? Come to find out, he was bringing me a taco. The bag he set on my chest was Taco Bell. Alright, so this should most definitely catch on fire. Hey, Greg. Doesn't work with huge pipes. Thanks for telling me. Jackass. Now I gotta make smaller pipes. How much did they offer? Oh, I don't fucking know, dude. I didn't look. Yes, I know. It's a full-size pipe. Kiss my ass. Still be able to put seafoam around it just a little. Look, I had branch cutters. Fuck off. Do I really not have any? Motherfucker. Wood. Anybody want to dial up Pornhub? Because I don't know any other way to get wood around here. Shut up. That was funny. That was funny, fucker. I don't even have an axe. How the hell do I not have an axe? How do I not have any loose wood laying around? Where the fuck is my axe? Shut up, Bear. Now, see, you had the absolute perfect chance right there to use that thing from Crazy telling me to shut up, and you didn't use it. What terrible miss. Where the fuck? There's my axe. Let me ask you a question. Can't believe I don't have any wood around this place. Go cut down a damn tree. We're going to cut down a little tree. Thank you. Thank you. Come again. Good thing XAR ain't here. You'd think that was racist too. Ah! Get away from me, you little... Where the hell were you going? Sometimes I think those little fuckers are running so fast that they can't stop, and that's why they run past you like that. Alright. Let's go see what we can do. How do you make a smaller wood pipe? Pipe. Tiny wood pipe. No. We want small wood pipe. So we just need a plank. Okay. So we stick this into... Meh. Hey, Ethrin. Thank you for continuing the subscription, brother. Hey, look. We've got fuck tons of wood. Shut up. Why did I not look in there? Completely ignore the fact that any of that was in there, and I'm just an idiot. Alright? Alright. What the fuck? What the fuck? Saw. Soft hammer. Plank of wood. Saw. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Don't want to hear anything out of none of you. You did not see that. I did not just do that. Alright, we're going to put one there. We're going to put one there. We're going to do a thing. We're going to do a thing. And then we're going to light the thing. It's going to spawn there. It's going to burn the wood pipe. Burn the wood pipe. Thank you. And it has no fucks to give about the two that are in Seafoam. I would say that's testing complete. Ha! Really testing. Yeah. I would say that works, Greg. And we pick it up. Small wooden pipe. Yep. Alright. So, unless there's any little changes you did that didn't show up on the change log, other than that whole lightning processor centrifuge thing, and the fact that you need to use, I'm going to look it up, damn it. What the fuck is that stuff called? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Arsenic. Solar. Let's see if I can find. Solar panel. Arsenic. Alloy. Where is it? Today, most solar panels are made of expensive rare earth elements like indium, gallium, or highly toxic metals like cadmium. Eco-friendly options exist made of, get your cookie shit out of my face, CuZnSn, but they are impractical as they are not very efficient. Zn, that's zirconium, right? Hold on. I don't know why in the hell they write out on this thing all the other ones, but for these they don't. Cu is copper. Zn should be, no, zirconium is Zr. Zn is zinc. How did I not know Zn was zinc? Copper, zinc, and Sn. What the fuck is Sn? Tin. Okay. But those are inefficient. And the one I'm looking for is arsenic, indium, gallium. That is the alloy that was actually used in GT5U to make some of them. Arsenic, indium, gallium. There we go. Indium, gallium, arsenide. That's the alloy I'm actually wishing that these were made out of, because it would use two of the things that we actually have that are useless in GT6. Indium, well, actually three of them. Indium, gallium, and arsenic. Arsenic has a little bit of a use because you can use it for potion brewing. But indium and gallium have no use. And they're very rare. They would make an absolutely great alloy because they're more efficient than anything else for solar collecting. Please, Greg, please change the germaniums to take that. I'm begging you. It's bad enough that people like the dude that was paying for the server made an entire field of nothing but solar panels to create his power because he didn't want to mess with boilers, so he rushed to get the solar panels and just made them. You're just going to make it worse because now people are going to rush to get aluminum so they can make the 16 EU ones. You already made them take T6 circuits. You already made them take annealed copper. Just make them take a rare metal. So it's actually something to work towards. Not germanium that we can get abundantly from processing lignite. Look at half my chests in this place are made of germanium. I have tons of this shit. Somewhere. Where the fuck is all my germanium? Sitting here saying I have tons of it. Can't find a fucking thing of it. But I know, yeah, germanium. I only currently have 91, but that's because I used a fuck ton already. Because a lot of my chests, some of them are indium, or antimony, but some of them are germanium, or did I recycle all of them? I might have recycled all of them. Might have changed them all to antimony. Because I had a fuck ton more of that. Yes, silicon is abundant too. But silicon, you have to use a crucible to process it down. You can't just use the mixer smelter thing. So it's more annoying to get the silicon. One's annoying, one is rare. Take your pick. I just want there to be a use for arsenic, gallium, and indium. Because we have the stuff, we should be able to use it. And this is a viable alloy. For annealed copper, you must have a crucible too. No, you can use a smelter for that. You can rerun copper through a smelter. It's a recipe you did. Molten annealed copper in a smelter, and you can put regular, where is it? There. Molten copper to annealed copper in a smeltery, first level. Also, you brought this up. Now that we got a smelter brought up, you brought this up a while ago that you thought that's what I was just getting to. Hold on. You brought up the fact that you had thought you made a low heat smelter, and you changed all the other smelters to use better and better tier stuff. So could you actually do what you thought you did and make us a lower smelter that takes something other than tungsten? So we have like the low heat extruder, we have a low smelter, because the fact that we have to get sodium molten in a crucible sounds really dangerous, because isn't sodium explosive when it touches water? There's water in the air. Should it not be dangerous to have molten sodium just heating up in a crucible? Shouldn't that be a bad thing? But for the smelters, it goes tungsten, then it's carbon for the next one, then it's carbon again, and then it's actually a THC. So you could actually make the Invar take tungsten, the titanium take carbon, and the low heat one take fucking I don't know. But something less than tungsten, so we can actually process aluminum without having to put sodium in a crucible, because that just seems like a terrible idea. Can't be late enough since everyone uses it to avoid the crucible. Well, see, that was the other thing. I was just talking to Econ the other day, and he just started another Fear the Night server for GT5U, and I asked him, dude, you've made like 3 of these or 4 of these servers. Why don't you try GT6? It's got everything you need. It's compatible with like every one of your stupid magic mods. And if you actually did it with all the magic mods, people could actually test the magic shit that Bear won't touch and see if there's any bugs that need to be told to Greg. And he's like, yeah, I need to get around to it, but having to deal with that crucible is such a pain in the ass. That is like the one thing that keeps a lot of people that play GT5U from playing GT6. So if they had, and again, use a crucible that's not easy to get, but not not tungsten. It couldn't be the niobium, because that's the one. Isn't that the one that we need the molten shit for? I don't remember. Niobium dust. That needs molten aluminum, which is perfectly fine, because making the aluminum, putting that in the crucible wouldn't be a bad idea. Where is the electrolyzer? That uses CO2, fluorine, cryolite, and aluminum fluoride. None of that needs a smelter. The only thing that you need the smelter for is the tantalum. So niobium is harder to get a hold of. You can't smelt tungsten in it. So it would be a lower heat thing. It's not really a low heat thing, but it's lower heat. So I could see that being viable. My issue is the tantalum because of the whole fucking sodium thing. Because molten sodium just seems like a really bad idea. And the only way to get the molten sodium is in a smelter or in a crucible, which apparently this doesn't even show that you can do sodium dust in a crucible because it doesn't have a solid output, I guess. So that's something that if you're going to make them do it, you might want to put, one of your did you know you can throw sodium dust in a crucible to get your molten sodium, because when people go to do this potassium, holy crap, it's the whole alphabet name, heptafluorotantalate, and they see molten sodium, they're going to go, oh, I have to have a smelter for that. Or I have to have hot molten sodium. And how do I get hot molten sodium? Well, there's no way of getting hot molten sodium because they don't know it comes from a reactor, which they would learn later when they, get into reactors. But they're going to say, well, I need a smelter for that. How do I make a smelter? I click on this. It says smelter needs tungsten. How do I smelt tungsten? I need a tantalum crucible. Again, they're not going to know that they can do what we know you can do, which I think is a terrible idea. Anyways, that's enough of Bear complaining for the day. Testing is done. Release should be out later on today. I'm pretty sure, because Greg said he wanted to try to get it out today. So keep an eye out on the IRC channel, on his website, in our Discord. The link will be there when it's released. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Fuck off and have a great day. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. I'm out of here, bitches.